The crypto announcements on Budget Day sent shockwaves across the crypto community, but it was a mixed bag of responses. Some believed such an announcement legitimized the crypto space in India, while others were worried about its implementation. But what does this tax really mean for India's crypto investors? Will the CBDC increase financial inclusion in the country? Business Today TV's managing editor Siddharth Zarabi talks to Rajneesh Kumar, former chairman SBI, Gopal Jain, senior advocate Supreme Court, and Sandeep Agarwal, founder and CEO Droom, about the same. Here's an excerpt.
When the RBI governor calls it not even a tulip, do you think crypto and the potential that the underlying blockchain has is being discouraged? Is that what you are saying?
Until the rules and regulations are not there, we should not be assuming that something is just, here and it's smoking guns.
Okay.
And it's going to just, bring the entire financial sector or for that matter, any other sector to a standstill.
Right.
Right. I mean, these new technologies exist for a reason. And if they have, let's say, when our old Indian wisdom that something which can last for 1,000 days, reality is it can last forever.
Right.
So if something has already existed for more than 1,000 days, we should cut some slack and let them breathe. Regulations can come at appropriate time. But the innovations and growth are something which are very temperamental. If they once they disappear, it's very difficult to bring them back. And in this 21st century, I would like to see India in a forefront of all the leading technological revolution, rather than missing out the current revolution which we are going through.
Siddharth, can I come in for a minute?
Yeah, Gopal, go ahead. Please go ahead.
So, just to give one word to the direction that Sandeep was mentioning, we need a booster shot to the legislation process.
Booster shot
and
for legislation. That's a brilliant line.
And perhaps at a Vishwanathan Anand speed that is exponential and rapid, and that will ensure that businesses who are already there get supportive legislation, which, as he said, enables and helps them to grow rather than retard and put a roadblock because you're already there.
Are you saying, Gopal, that a roadblock is being put?
Well, the uncertainty creates a roadblock, and statements here and there, as you know, don't really shed much light on what is coming. So if you're good for taxation, you should be good for doing business, is how I see it.
A lot of Indians, as you know, sir, are dipping into cryptocurrencies. There is no framework, there is no KYC. There are platforms which are legally running in this country. Why is it that between the RBI, which is full of stellar people, and the government of the day, we have seen this back and forth?
This is something new, and let me tell you that we are not the only country where everyone is grappling with this new animal called crypto. Worldwide, the courts, they have treated crypto in a different way. Some courts have said it is a currency, some courts have said it is a commodity, some courts have said it is asset. So different countries have taken different position. Even their national governments have taken different position. So when this is something which is yet to be comprehended across the world, not only in India, so obviously we are finding it difficult to define. But in my view, the first step has been taken in the budget, where it has been defined as a virtual digital asset. Okay. And as you said that because your viewers, they need to understand the difference. So let me simply give you an example of gold. So gold at one point of time was being used as a currency also. It was a certain. It is a commodity also. And because it has a store of value, it is an asset also. Using the word currency for crypto is not right. It is not a currency. Currency has certain characteristics. It has sovereign backing. There is a promise to pay by either the central bank or the government or the sovereign to pay. There is nothing as far as crypto is concerned to describe it as a currency. And it is not a commodity. So the best description can be an asset. When tomorrow, as proposed in the law, Reserve Bank of India, they issue CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, Now, what technology they use and in what manner it will be implemented, we are yet to see the details.
Right.
But then, if you call CBDC as a cryptocurrency, if it is using blockchain technologies, then it is a different matter. So, I think the budget has taken the first step where you do the transactions, and considering that you need to establish the identities, so the provision of TDS, and we can debate about whether how practical it is, whether the tax rate is high or low, but this is a recognition of the fact that large number of people hold crypto in their wallets today in India, and there is a huge amount of money which is sitting there. When RBI governor says about the underlying value, he is just warning these people who are holding crypto,
Right.
that don't get carried away. What is that?
Don't get carried away. One final quick question, Mr. Kumar, as we close the show, and because we are discussing technology driving change, I want you to explain as clearly as is possible with available details, what about this RBI digital currency? People ask all manner of questions.
Yeah. Let me try to explain it. That let us take example of a currency. All of us understand it. And who issues currency notes? Reserve Bank of India. How does it get distributed? Through the banks currently. We maintain, all the banks, many banks, they maintain currency chest as an agent of Reserve Bank of India, where the currency is held, but it is owned by Reserve Bank of India. Bank doesn't do. And when I do transaction, I give you a currency note and you accept it, and the transaction is immediately settled. So this is about how do we deal with the currency.